Hi there. I'm Mark,
And I'm Chimp Shrimp.
and thank you for joining us.
Wait, should we do another take where I'm more up? I feel like I should be more up.
No, you don't need to do another take. We're just hanging out, and we wanted to say hi, because Chimp here is... You're feeling a lot better, aren't you?
Yeah, sure am.
You sure is. You sure are. Last time you were a bundle of nerves.
Well, like I said, it's always just been you imagining me, so to ask to go into someone else's imagination it's a big step for me. And I'm imaginary, so for me it's like going in a whole nother reality. I don't know if I'm making sense.
No, I know what you mean. I guess for me, it would be like... It's like the first time I ever went over to a friend's house. When I was like, oh, this is home? This is what home is for you? Like, this is what your world smells like? This is how y'all do things? Like, oh, really? Y'all eat dinner in the living room? Oh, your little brother dumps sand on the cat and then sprays it with water, and like that's something that happens in your world? That's interesting. I'm sure they come over to my place and think the same kind of things, like oh, like, really? You have a bouquet of used flossers just sitting on your table? Like, okay.
Yeah, I guess it's like that, but you see, like, what if I go into someone's imagination and they're like, we don't take kindly to cartoon chimps in this brain, and it's their imagination, so they could control me or abuse me or imagine me with an axe in my head.
No one's imagining you with an axe in your head. I mean, I am right now just because you mentioned it, and I guess maybe they might be now, since we mentioned it, but, even if they do, I say embrace it. You might be imagined up in all kinds of uncomfortable situations, but just say, think of it like, oh, this is new. Mark never imagined me like this. Even if someone imagines you with X's in your eyes, well, that would be just one more version of you, just one more permutation. Even if you die in a cartoon, you just get to be a cartoon angel. So you're still alive, now you're just kind of glowy and have wings.
Yeah, why'd you draw butterfly wings?
Well, those are your angel wings.
Yeah, but don't they usually have bird wings?
Well, I just thought angels, classically, their wings come out of their backs. Like how insect wings, their wings come out of their backs. So that's why I drew. I thought maybe they would function like insect wings. Because, I mean, birds, their wings are their arms, Like their arms are their wings. But that doesn't look angelic.
Yeah, I see your point.
But anyway, what my point was going to be is, even if someone imagines you dead, like, you'll still be alive. Like, the only way you could die is if everyone stopped imagining you. And after I die, I won't be able to imagine you, but there'll be drawings and animations of you, so anytime anyone sees any of those, you'll be in their imagination, you'll be alive. So yeah, even though I'll die at some point, you got nothing to worry about.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
What?
For you. You're screwed.
I appreciate that. I appreciate your sympathies. I mean, hopefully I'm not gonna die super soon. Oh, but what I wanted to show you was you had nothing to worry about going into other people's imaginations. So I want you to see for yourself. I want you to check out the first ever fan art that you've been sent.
Really?
Yeah, check it out. This is one someone drew with that squid from the draw along. They included you, your disembodied head, which is neat. And here's you with some brown hair.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, you just like it because you look more like Diddy Kong.
Well, what's wrong with that? He's a good-looking dude.
Yeah, you have a man crush on that monkey.
Well,
And then here's you with some pretty blue eyes and some new pants, some shorts, new shorts. You want to wear those sometime in a video?
sure, that'd be cool. Can get me a wardrobe going.
Yeah. And then here's a drawing of you saying, "Interesting, Mark."
Well, when have I ever said that?
Well, I think it was just, hey! I'll make you say it one of these days. But anyway, you see, isn't that neat?
Yeah, it really is.
And you just thought you were going to be met with cruelty, but
No, yeah, you're right. Now I know I had nothing to
nothing to fear.
yeah.
Nothing to fear but fear itself. FDR said that.
Oh. Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you say that, or what do you say?
What do I say? I never say anything. Though I will say about we have nothing to fear but fear itself. If you adopted that as your own motto, it seems like a motto. It sounds like a motto.
Hey, what's the motto?
Nothing. What's the motto with you?
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Neither could I. But to answer your question,
Well, I wasn't really asking. I was just.
well, I know you. But so we're all on the same page. To answer, what is a motto? It's it's like a guiding principle to live your life by. But it's like it's wise, but it sounds wise and it's catchy. Like for example, if you ever see Facebook, you don't have to. Like I only go on there about once a month, but I still feel like I see this, that people will put like Wednesday motivation, I think it is, or maybe it's Monday motivation. That sounds, but I think I've seen Wednesday. Although I feel like I've seen Tuesday motivation. Maybe they have motivation for every day of the week. But what they'll do is they'll put like a catchy, wise saying and then hashtag it. So like, for example, we have nothing to fear but fear itself. Hashtag Wednesday motivation. So that's what a motto is. It's motivational. That's where that word comes from.
Is it now?
No, not really. But anyway, all I was going to say is I think with mottos, you should be careful. Because they sound good, but once you put them into practice, you can run into trouble. Because think about it, if you feared fear itself, so you have a fear of fear, well that's fear. Your fear of fear is a fear. So wouldn't you fear that? Wouldn't you fear your fear of fear? And then that's fear. Your fear of fear is fear. So then you fear your fear of fear. Which now that's yet another fear, which then is cause for even further fear. You just get stuck in this loop, this fear loop. It's like you look at an index and you look up fear and it just says see fear. I don't know. I just think getting your brain stuck in a circular reference can't be the best way to deal with fear. But I imagine you eventually exhaust yourself going through all that and fall asleep, and that gives your brain the hard reset it needs, and then wake back up and just go back to being scared of, snakes, hemorrhoids,
So, FDR wasn't that smart then?
No, I'm not saying that.
Well, yeah, you don't want to get letters.
It's not that, I think FDR probably was talking more, like, about society. Like, specific to the people he was ruling or governing over. Like, he probably wasn't talking personal, like, about your personal life, like your personal fears. Like, he probably would agree you should go ahead and be scared of, whatever you're scared of. Snakes.
Hemorrhoids?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have brought him up. Like, I don't think he really applies here. But, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't want to mislead you. That's why my quote, I never say anything. That's why I don't want to mislead you.
For someone who never says anything, you sure say a lot.
Well, all I'm saying is, just because we're sharing thoughts doesn't mean we have some point to make or, some conclusion in mind. It's honky out there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I like talking to you, Chimp. Because, our conversations are like experiments. An experiment starts with an idea, but you don't know the conclusion until you find it out. And from what I understand, a lot of experiments in science do end up with the conclusion, oh, that didn't work. Like as a kid, when I had to do an experiment for science fair every year, and usually for the conclusion you just write, never mind. Which, it's not going to win you any awards. It didn't win me any ribbons. The ribbons did tend to go to the kid whose hypothesis was, hey, I bet I know how to make one of those cool-looking baking soda volcanoes. And in the conclusion, yes, I do. First place. Well, that's fine by me. You can have the photographers, the ribbons, the glamour, the girls. But me, I'll just be over here, inconclusive, still wondering, still searching, still alive.
So you're saying... Oh, right, you're not saying anything.
Also, I have a correction to make on something I said in my previous video. The part where Chimp and I were in the kitchen, he was on top of the microwave, and we mentioned Blue from Blue's Clues, and I referred to Blue as a he, when in actual fact, he or she is a she. I got her gender wrong. I'm bad with dogs, but thankfully some viewers noticed my error and let me know, and so thank you for letting me know. And Blue, if you're watching, my apologies. I just didn't realize that you were a lady, which isn't to say that you're a masculine female. Not that there's anything wrong with being a masculine female. We all have masculine and feminine qualities. It's just, like I said, I'm just bad with dogs. So don't take it as a comment one way or the other on masculinity or femininity. And also don't take it as a comment or don't think of it as like me saying that blue, the color blue, is an inherently male color, or that I would only associate it with male. I'm a modern man. Come on, I know this isn't the 20th century. I don't see the color blue and think, oh, it's a boy. I don't look at the sky and think about men. So anyway, just wanted to make that correction, and yeah.
Hey, Mark.
Sup, Chance Grant?
I also wanted to say, I wanted to say before we say goodnight,
Yeah?
that I'm sorry for getting so upset at you during your draw-along.
Oh, you're fine, buddy. Like I said, it was my bad for not drawing you in so long.
Well, I just felt bad for... Like, I saw you drawing that squid, but I shouldn't have taken that so personally. I don't know. Guess I'm just too sensitive.
Well, you get that from me. But then I guess you get everything from me.
Yeah, I guess I do.
But hey, maybe we'll talk about that another time. Being sensitive, I don't know. Anyway, for now, it's time to say goodbye. For now. Oh, we should do like a goodbye song. Maybe another time.
A goodbye song?
Yeah.
Like on Mr. Rogers?
Yeah. Get a little Mr. Rogers-y up in here. A little Mr. Rogers never hurt anyone.
Well, even a life-size Mr. Rogers never hurt anyone. I'm pretty sure.
He's silly.
I get that from you.
You get everything from me.
Guess I do.
But anyway, I'll see y'all later. Thanks for spending time. It would be fun to do another draw-along sometime. So, if there's something you would like to see drawn, if you're interested in that, you can leave a comment or send a message or tweet me, and I'll take a suggestion. And me and Chimp Trimp will have a little chitty chat. A little chitty chat with Chimp Trimp. So yeah, if you would like to make a suggestion, feel free. I mean, regardless, feel free. But, I mean, like they say in Shenandoah, the musical adaptation of Shenandoah, freedom is in the state of mind. Blah 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 blah. I'll put a link to what I'm talking about, the song I'm talking about, in the video description. Anyway, bless y'all and see y'all.